Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Tracy Tyson and Burlinda Tyson. Mr. and Mrs. Tyson, you have been married for how long?
6 years.
For 6 years, and your marriage has come to a breaking point. You have come here to me to see if you're either going to end it or survive it. And so I'm going to start with you, Mr. Tyson. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and why we're here today?
Well, we got married 6 years ago. Everything was fine for the first few years. Then it seemed like we just got a little distant and, you know, things like that. And as far as the home or the household, it's like I'm doing too much.
Explain that to me. What are you doing and what is she not doing?
Well, if I work 10, 12 hours a day, and if I come home, I mean, can I get a sandwich or something? You know, can I? You know, I gotta come home, I gotta do a little tending to the kids, which she do most of it. But then, you know, I gotta do some laundry and I gotta cook my dinner, you know.
And you think she ought to take care of a little more of that?
Just a little bit more. I'm not picky, I'm not, you know, just a little bit more. Okay. That's all.
Ms. Tyson, do you work outside the home as well?
I don't.
Okay.
Not currently.
And you do have 3 little ones?
3 little ones.
Why can't my man get a meal when he gets home from work?
Your Honor, he gets a meal maybe 4 days out of a 7-day week. But what he doesn't realize is when he's at work, I'm at work too, with 3 babies. I'm at home with them. They don't go to daycare, so he needs to respect that a little more. I try to have him a meal, but sometimes it doesn't work out like that. Honestly, I think he's sexist. His expectations of me are a little high. He feels like a woman has certain roles. And
give me an example of some of his sexist ways.
Even the food thing, he can cook. What's wrong with his hands? If I'm at work and you're at work, come home and cook me something sometimes. I've been running around with your kids. I mean, I feel like that's a job right now because that's what consumes everything that I got going on. And I don't think that he appreciates it enough. He just expects me to be superwoman, and I ain't superwoman.
Taking care of 3 kids doesn't make you superwoman.
That's what he expects, though. He wants me to take care of 3 kids,
and
shine his shoes, do his laundry, cook his food, clean up. I mean, I'm capable of doing all that, but, I mean, help out with some of the stuff. It's not all on me.
I'm not sure whether I should get mad at you or not. Mr. Tyson, she is right that though you have a 12-hour day job, she has a 24-hour-a-day job because those people are around the clock.
In a way,
so do you do some assisting in the household?
I do probably about 85% of the household duties.
Do you disagree with that?
I disagree completely.
Okay. You say you have a complaint that he's not doing his manly jobs, in one of which is you're upset about what happened when you were having your babies. Tell me about that.
When I was having my kids, the doctor had to tell him to come hold my leg. He was sitting down chilling on the phone. And you know, you want your husband to be there. Come on, baby, you need that support when you in there pushing. That's a battle going on in there.
Right, right.
And he's just sitting back.
I was there, Your Honor.
He's chilling. He's chilling on his phone. He on Facebook. He ain't even looking at me. He ain't saying, go, baby, from the sideline, nothing. The doctor had to tell him to come over there and hold my leg to help.
Mr. Tyson, were you playing around on the internet when she was working hard to bring your child into the world?
Correction. The reason I was over to the side on the phone is because when she was going into labor and all, it was doctors running in, about 10, 12 doctors and nurses trying to hold her. They asked me to help hold her legs because they couldn't do it. That's how many doctors and nurses. It was chaos.
Were there complications?
There were complications, but that's more of a reason why you should have been by my side and not, you know, on the outskirts like an audience.
She's doing something. If the doctor tells you come hold a leg, hold a leg.
At first, the doctor told me to get out the way because they had more people coming in. So that's why I was over here to the side. And then, like, the 8, 9, 10 doctors and nurses couldn't hold her, you know. Then that's when he asked me, well, can you come over here and help? And I'm like, yeah, cool.
That's one pregnancy.
Okay,
I had
what
3
happened with
kids,
the other ones?
All the same. He's been distant every time. They had to ask him to assist every time. He's just sitting back like, sexist, like it's a woman's job, do it. Like it's nothing for me, and he's just there because he's supposed to be there, you know?
Your Honor,
yes.
When a woman have a baby and you see all that, that makes you not want to look at that again.
But I'm going through it. Stop doing what you do.
Forgive me for being over here, you know, trying to.
I hear you, Mr. Tyson, but let me tell you this. You know, men are always talking about they're strong and all this kind of stuff, and you know, we doing all the hard work, and you can't even look.
I mean, I look, but I can't look. You know what I mean? Oh,
I kind of get it.
No support.
I kind of get it, but
I don't.
you say that she hangs out with friends like she's a kid and is at the club and is at the casino, and you're not really comfortable with who she hangs with. Tell me about your concerns in that area.
I mean, I don't have a concern with her having friends or kicking it with her friends or do what you do. But certain friends, you know, I know them friends, you know what I mean? I know their history, I know their background, I know what they up to, so them the friends that I have a problem with. Mm-hmm. That's all.
Does she spend a lot of time out at clubs and casinos and stuff?
She used to until the newborn came. Yeah. That slowed her down a little bit.
Ms. Tyson, what's your response to his concerns about the people with whom you run?
Your Honor, he knew that when he met me. So do you expect me to change my crowd because you meet me? And yes, I have single friends. I have some friends who, they're out there, but that's where you have to trust me to be your wife. You know, I married you. I married him in jail, Your Honor. So, I mean, I'm very committed to him. Oh,
so you were going together, and he went to jail,
yes.
And you married him while he was in jail,
yes.
And you, as they say, rode with him till he got
Rode out, ride or die.
And when you got out, you lived together. Was there a shock when you two had to live together?
No.
None whatsoever?
None whatsoever.
We dealt with each other, you know, before he went, so I was familiar with him.
It's more the outside entities, you know what I mean, that weigh heavy on her, you know what I mean?
You're worried about the culture and the community in which she engages.
I don't worry about the culture or the community. I just worry about 3-4 friends.
Oh,
that's about it. That's it.
You got problems with a specific.
Yeah, that's about it.
You also have an issue, not an issue, but you are 42 and you are.
I'm 29.
29, and that's not a huge age gap.
He thinks
but
I'm his daughter.
It is an age gap. In what ways does he treat you like his daughter?
I mean, listen to him. He talking about my friends. How can you tell me who I like and who I want to be friends with? I mean, I feel like he should treat me as a wife, not a daughter.
Okay, well, I want to delve into that a little bit more.
Okay. He nickels and dimes me, Your Honor. Like a daughter.
In what way does he nickel and dime you?
I need to verify what I need money for every time I ask for $1. Like, I have to say what it's for.
Any store she go into, she done make it rain on whatever item she see, you know what I mean?
Do you spend a lot of money? You say he doesn't treat you like a wife, but he treats you like a daughter.
Yes.
Give me some specific examples that demonstrates that to me.
Well, when I go out with my single friends that he doesn't like, he calls every 30 minutes. He asks who I'm with, and he'll want me to name who's all around me. Who does that, Your Honor? I mean, and then I got to explain to people why I'm saying their name on the phone. And, you know, people don't like that. And he texts. He's insecure, I honestly think. And he shouldn't be. I know my friends are wild, but I'm committed to him.
Okay. Mr. Tyson, do you do those kind of things? Wait on her, ask her?
Well, Your Honor, if she's with this certain friend, like this certain friend that walks in our home and be like, I'll be coming in behind her or something, and I hear her friend tell her, like, such and such said, call him. You know what I mean? And if she with that friend, yeah, I call. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You say he's reckless with money. What do you mean by that?
He's not reckless. He's stingy with money. That's the word, not reckless. He nickels and dimes me, Your Honor. Like a daughter.
In what way does he nickel and dime you?
I need to verify what I need money for every time I ask for $1. Like, I have to say what it's for, which isn't fair.
Do you give her an allowance, or do you have to, does she have to specifically ask for each penny you provide for her?
She get a weekly allowance, and she knows that. And she, you know, money ain't no problem or nothing. She get broke off plenty, but any store she go into, she done make it rain on whatever item she see, you know what I mean?
Do you spend a lot of money?
I do.
And thank you for your honesty.
I do.
And what do you tend to spend on?
My kids, myself, him. Like, I shop for him. That's what he's not saying.
Like, what kind of stuff are you buying?
Clothes, you know, games, you know, electronics.
Can I
like to stay up.
Yeah, can I give my standard? Don't be a consumer all your life. If you consume all your life, you will never have ability to build any kind of a base of economic strength and stability, not only for yourself, but for your children. You got to put those people in colleges or vocational school or something. Don't be a consumer. Be an intelligent person who builds wealth. You know what I'm saying?
Your Honor, I got 4 kids. We have 3, and I got an oldest son. Now he's in college. So I got 1 kid in college, and I got 3 that's 3 and under. So I don't really believe in jacking money. That's just me.
You need to listen to your man on that one. You
I don't
just
jack,
wrong and he's
I don't
right.
jack money, but allowance, I don't call it an allowance. He just gives me, what he can when he gets paid. The
Right.
bills are paid. We don't have any struggles like that. But if you're giving me money for myself, it should be for myself. That's what you're giving me.
Still be
But
responsible.
let me say this to you, Ms. Tyson, and you are a mother, and as a mother, the primary source of concern should be your children.
And that's right.
And not your purses, not your electronics, and not your looks.
And I spend the money on the kids.
Yeah, but I listed what you told me. I wrote it down. Games, kids, clothes, electronics, you like to keep up. You one of the people chasing the Joneses. Joneses broke. And you'll be broke too, chasing them. You specifically indicated that sex was a problem because he doesn't do any romancing. He just wants you to just get to the business.
He's sexist. He thinks that's my job. He feels like I owe
On
him.
demand.
Yeah, on demand.
On demand, Mr. Tyson. Defend yourself. Mrs. Tyson, one other problem you say you have is that your relationship with him now, 6 years into marriage, is no longer that loving, romantic, close relationship you once had. Why don't you tell me how things have changed and what he's no longer doing with respect to that?
Your Honor, he just used to be my everything. And we used to do everything. We used to have fun together. Wake up in the morning and be happy to see him, Now I wake up in the morning and look at him and I be ready for him to go to work. Because it's just better, by myself. And I shouldn't feel that way.
Yeah.
Because once upon a time, he was my everything. And
You specifically indicated that sex was a problem because he doesn't do any romancing. He just wants you to just get to the business.
he's sexist. He thinks that's my job. Just like, the cooking and the cleaning, he feels like I owe
On
him.
demand.
Yeah, on demand.
On demand, Mr. Tyson. Defend yourself.
I will. I mean, like I said, I work 10 to 12 hours a day. So if I come home, I gotta fix me something to eat, take a shower, bath. Then I gotta put a couple loads of clothes in the washer. I mean, how am I supposed to crawl in bed with a rose in my mouth? I'm tired, and just did the laundry.
But you would still expect it.
I mean, I might roll over and be like, "What's happening?"
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that if he would woo me a little more.
Yeah. Mr. Tyson, I'm gonna give you my patented 5-minute foreplay. Seriously,
give it to him.
seriously. And it doesn't even have to be 5 consecutive minutes. It's 5 minutes just throughout the day. Come in the door, kiss on the neck. You look beautiful. Then you go about your business. Just hang on. Then about an hour later, if she's cooking, that smells good, baby. Run up behind her. Throw those hands down that leg. Boom. Just little bit here, little bit there. And all of that adds up in our head, and by the time we get to bed, you're already a little further down the track than you otherwise would be.
It would be
you
my
with me on that one?
It would be my pleasure.
You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't take long, and it doesn't take much, even if you're working today, lunchtime. Take that phone, baby. I ain't got but 5 seconds, but I wanted to tell you I love you. Can't wait to see you. Bam.
I mean,
10 seconds.
Yeah, that's understandable.
10
You're
seconds.
right, you're right.
It's easy.
You're right.
It's easy.
You're right.
You can do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard. It's hard
The
to be.
art of seduction, boy.
It's
It
hard
can
to
take
be
you
romantic.
a long way.
It's hard to be romantic.
Ms. Tyson, let me ask you this. Do you think you're realistic with respect to your expectations as to how a marriage is going to progress? It's always fun and kissing and running and laughing and all of that before you have 3 kids and a job and all of that. Do you believe that you're being realistic in your expectations that should not change?
I do think I'm realistic in my expectations. I wouldn't mind giving him what he wants if he just appreciated me more. And even the expectations with the sex. You come home and you expect me to to give you some love, and you should, appreciate me more. Give me a reason to want to do that.
If I come home and
Does he
eat that
help
bacon,
around the house like he
should.
says he does?
No.
Does he help around the house like he says he
No.
does, putting in laundry and all that kind of stuff? He just made that up.
On the weekends, on his days off, he'll do it, if he sees something.
What do you do during the day mostly?
Oh, I tend to my kids.
I tend to my kids.
Oh.
What does that mean?
I make sure they're clean. I make sure they're learning a little bit, before they start school. I feed them. I have to clean up after them every 30 minutes because they're that young. I even do yard work. I go to school part-time, too, online, so.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
It's a lot.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Mr. and Mrs. Tyson, I like you. I like you because you're committed to one another. I like you because you seem to have the right kind of responsibilities and orders. I think you could grow up a little bit. I don't think he's sexist. I just think he's mature, and I think that you could learn from his maturity. But I think you're a good person, and I think you're good with those kids, and I respect that. But he's not trying to make you into a kid or anything. He's just got a really good view of what you're trying to get done. And what you're trying to get done is not still play and have fun. I mean, you can enjoy each other, but things change. When you marry, there's no reason to get married if you're not going to change. If you want to run the streets and have all that fun and this and that, don't marry. Don't have children. If you want to spend money on bags and persons, don't have children. But once you've done that, you have to commit to that as your first priority. Mr. Tyson, I love myself some you. You went to jail, went to prison, came out, don't go back. You got to working like a dog. You got married. You're solid. You're good. I know what you're worried about. You've been on those streets, and you're worried that she might get tripped up in those streets like you did. And I respect you for that. I respect you what you're doing. Remember what I said about the 5-minute-a-day foreplay? It actually does work.
Yes.
And if you give her and I'm telling you, women, just a little bit.
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
a little bit of appreciation, just a little bit of love, just a little bit of your special, because it's kind of a humdrum thing that we do, and it's picking up and picking up and picking up. There's, you get a paycheck, she gets, So give her that appreciation, give her that love, and follow your man when it comes to that money, because he knows what he's doing.
Yes, ma'am.
Stay together, love one another, and this matter is adjourned.
5-minute seduction. What I liked about the judge is she saw that I had some issues and you had some issues, and we need to meet each other halfway. I can do your laundry a little more, cook you more meals, but that 5-minute seduction, you can work on that too.
I'll give you 6.5.
Hey, you won't have no complaints then.
Today on Divorce Court.
I'm here today because our son Gunner is the most important thing in our lives, and me and Scott need to figure out if we're going to stay together or we're going to separate.
I'm here today to get some things off my chest without being interrupted by Chastity, because I want to marry her and we have a lot of issues. I want Chastity to progress as a mother and to stop being a paid escort.
I'd really like the judge to tell Scott that he needs to step up as a father and a man in order to take care of his family and be more stable for us.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Chastity Miller and Scott Kelly. Ms. Miller, you are 25. Mr. Kelly, you are 33. You have one child together. You're here because you love each other, you want to get married, but you're not altogether sure it's a good idea. So you wanted to pass your union by me. You gave me your marriage certificate with permission to tear it up should I find it ill-advised. You finished my compatibility test. And interestingly enough, I received a letter from your mother about your union to your proposed union to Mr. Kelly. So we will also talk about that. But before we do, Ms. Miller, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you give me a little background on you and this union?
Okay, to start a little background on me and Scott. I grew up back and forth between my mother and my dad, and it ended up kind of tearing me apart from previous childhood problems. So I started using drugs and alcohol. I got pregnant at 15, had my baby at 16, in order to come back to my mom's home, she advised me to go to rehab because she kicked me out when I first got there. As soon as I went to rehab, in order to come back to her house, I had to sign papers to put my baby up for adoption. To this day, I can't see him.
Did you not want to do it?
No.
But you had no options?
No. It was the rest of my family, or the kid that I had at a young age, because my mom had helped me with it because the dad wasn't around.
So she said she wasn't going to take you back unless you gave up the baby. So you gave the baby up.
My dad passed away when I was at a young age, so I didn't really have many options.
Right. Right.
I put him up for adoption, and then I had my other son with Scott years later, and that's when I lost contact with my other child. So years later, when I met Scott, after meeting him when I was a teenager, we ended up together and using off and on. Now we're clean, thanks to Gunner.
Using drugs off and on, but now you're clean.
Yes. We've been clean for almost 3 years now.
Okay. How long were you using? That's very good. How long were you using before you got clean?
I used heroin for 10 years.
10 years. 10 years. Mr. Kelly, had you used heroin all before you dated Ms. Miller?
Not at all, Your Honor.
And how long were you using with her?
We used together for about 8 months.
8 months. I understand that your child, in some real way, helped you kick the heroin. Tell me what happened.
Our son, Gunner's almost 3. He saved our lives, especially mine. Like I said, I was 10 years into it. I was an IV user. He had already OD'd twice in our house, where we had to call an ambulance and have them come put whatever drug they put in him to bring him back. He was turning purple in my bed, and I was far gone. I was about 80 pounds. So I was just skin and bone, and I went to get clean at the methadone clinic to start off with the withdrawal, and then when I was sitting there doing my intake, they told me I was pregnant. So instead of taking another route, we decided to keep Gunner, and thank God, because he saved our life. He's the one thing that keeps us
on the straight and narrow, keeps you doing the right
Let
thing.
us know it's not an option anymore.
Right. Mr. Kelly, so far, I want to say this, Ms. Miller. I mean, you had a tough way to go from the beginning. And I want to congratulate you first, because you're still standing. And you're still standing holding a baby, you know what I mean? And making it right for him. So I want you to make sure I understand that. Mr. Kelly, what do you add into this equation, historically speaking? How did you hook up with her? Who are you?
We didn't have a very good upbringing. I didn't have a very good upbringing. I matched hers. I didn't come from the broken home, but I did come from the separated family. Long story with that one, but Gunner saved our lives over and over. Every single time that we've ever thought about it, talked about it, Gunner comes running in the room, and boom, it's there. It's us,
It seems like such a wonderful union where you lean in and on one another and have a common purpose and goal. Tell me why you're concerned as to whether or not to get married.
I'm concerned because Scott's really irresponsible, and he doesn't leave a stable home for us. I'm having to do things that I shouldn't have to do for work in order to provide for Gunner. When diapers run out, they run out. They can't wait a week to be paid.
So what do you do?
I strip and do adult work.
Mr. Kelly, care to respond to that?
That was all her choice. The adult work, that was all her choice. I don't mind her being a stripper. That doesn't bother me. It's her occupation.
Bills are due, they're due.
But I guess, Mr. Kelly, what I would like you to speak to is the sense of financial insecurity that requires her to do that kind of work. Are you not working hard? Are you not trying to make a way for Gunner?
I bounced between jobs a few times. I've never quit my job without talking to her about it.
Well, what are you doing quitting jobs at all?
I was unhappy. I had to admit I was unhappy. It was a dumb decision, but I talked to her about it. I was like, hey, I'm not happy. She said, oh, well, you could,
But what did we talk about?
Yeah, I was supposed to go and I was supposed to get another job, but...
If you're
do
unhappy
something
with
else.
one job, you stay unhappy till you find a new job, then you quit that job.
Yeah.
especially when you have a family.
But I wasn't just sitting at home doing nothing.
I mean, that's rational 101.
But see, I'm not the kind of guy that just sit at home and do nothing, though. She wanted to go to work. She wanted to be the breadwinner. That's cool. I stayed at home. I was the house husband. I cooked, I cleaned, I did the laundry, I got her ready.
Yeah, but
I
she's
did everything
going
else.
out in a position where she's with men in a place where she's not safe. How are you comfortable with that?
In the strip club, it's in a closed environment. It's in a safe
I've
environment.
been robbed before.
She does more than strip.
Yeah, the other part of it, but I mean, that was her choice. That was completely
It wasn't
her,
a choice. I had to
was
do what I
your
had to do for our
choice.
child.
See, hang
no.
on, Miss Miller. It wasn't her choice. It was all she could do because you didn't do all you could do. It's not about whether or not you like a job. You got comfortable with that money she was making. She made it possible for you to leave a job you didn't like. She made it possible for you to just stay at home and take care of the kid, which is what you would prefer to do, as opposed to be out there working. And I'm saying to you, that's an immoral decision. It's not her decision, it's an immoral decision.
He told me that he was going to Walmart to go get diapers and that I could take a nap one night. I wake up 4 hours later, and he's gone. My wallet's gone, my truck's gone, my kid's gone.
You wanted to say something, Ms. Miller, while I was
He
fussing and
claims
hollering?
that I choose to, and yeah, it was a choice I made when I was 18. I could have gone, to a Subway, to a store and applied, when I turned 18, but I grew up also with my dad being a drug dealer, my mom being a stripper. All I grew up knowing was adult entertainment. And when I turned 18, on my 18th birthday, 2 weeks before I turned 18, I was trying to get into the club because that's the life I knew. Mm-hmm. And when you need money right away, the only job that you can get in Vegas and in San Diego is that kind of work. When your baby needs diapers the next day, that's what you have to do. Money has to come now, not when your paycheck is.
Mm-hmm. Are we clear, Mr. Kelly, on
if he has a paycheck?
On what it means to say that's her decision?
I understand what she's saying.
It's your obligation. Not to put her in a position to have to make that decision.
I was raised in a household that, the male's the hunter-gatherer. I was raised properly like I should have been. But what I'm saying by it was her choice is she lied to me about it. She lied to me about it every time I tried to confront her about it. If she would have told me the truth...
once, and then all of a sudden hundreds. Once from clubs when we were in San Diego, and then hundreds when we went to Vegas.
Well, Mr. Kelly...
With an even amount of money.
Let me say this. You
used to escort, you're telling me you didn't know?
The decision. You're telling me you don't like the decision that she made.
Oh, no.
No,
I don't like that decision. Not a single bit.
You say that it is ruining your sex life because she does do that.
Yeah.
Tell me, explain to me, are you no longer attracted to her because that's what she does?
No. She's still the most attractive woman to me on walking the planet. I can still find her to be absolutely gorgeous. But it's lost all of its intimacy. It's just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and it's done, it's over. Let's go back to watching watching TV. And there's no love to it. I don't feel there's any love to
it. Ms. Miller, your response to that?
When you're doing so much to support someone, you feel like all the pressure's on you, you're not really in the mood. You do what you have to keep your relationship together, the bare minimum of sleeping together, and that's it.
Because you don't feel that way about it.
I don't feel like he's a man. I don't feel like he's a man to me. Like, he's the girlfriend in the relationship. Why should I have to pursue it? Why should I have to instigate it? And then every time that if I fall asleep because I'm tired from doing everything else, it's my fault.
Ms. Miller, you also believe that he's cheating. Is that accurate?
Oh, yes.
Why do you believe he's cheating?
He told me that he was going to Walmart to go get diapers and that I could take a nap one night. I wake up 4 hours later, and he's gone. My wallet's gone, my truck's gone, my kid's gone.
I did go to a friend's house. I told her I was going to Walmart. I did go to Walmart. I did get diapers. I had her wallet because she told me to take her wallet.
To get diapers.
And while I was at Walmart, I didn't want to go home. I didn't want to go back. I was mad.
So you went to my friend's house?
I was mad, so yeah.
So did you cheat with that friend?
I came damn close. I came way too close than I ever should have with anybody else.
This girl is known all throughout town for sleeping with everybody. There's not a doubt in my mind. She has even told me herself that she did it.
Paula reason to stop me.
I know her and her mother for years now.
Okay. You want her to stop escorting, is that it?
Yes.
And you phrased it as, if she doesn't stop escorting, I don't want to be in this relationship. Is that accurate?
I can't do it anymore.
That's the deal breaker?
That's the deal breaker.
I read your compatibility test, and I almost had to just scribble the word compatibility off of it altogether because there was none in there. I think the unstable doesn't, right, this is from you, what you didn't like about him, inconsistency with parenting. What's up with that?
We have two different sets of rules.
Explain the
Inconsistency,
difference.
I'm with Gunner, all day, every day, all week. Well, if he goes to work or if he goes to his uncle's house to do side work, okay, the inconsistency with parenting is I have a set of rules because I'm with him majority of the time, and my mom's with me, so of course she sets some of the rules too because it's her home.
So what
He
are the
comes home for
difference in
2
the
days and
rules?
changes it.
What do you do that he doesn't or he does that you don't?
He'll say that my son has to use certain utensils while he's eating chicken on a bone. It's hard to eat chicken on a bone with utensils. He can't eat it like that. He's 2, almost 3. We need to start potty training. He tells him to go in his diapers still. But it's time to start potty training because he knows how to go on the potty. The way we put him down to bed, way we put him down in naps, you know what I mean? Like, I close all the windows, I close the door, I, put him down, wrap him up in his blanket from his back this way, and he does the same thing every day because kids need a schedule. They need the same thing. He comes home for nighttime for 3-4 hours after, he's done doing whatever he's doing for the day and changes the rules from those 4 hours. And then Gunner gets in trouble and gets upset because he's going, why am I not allowed to do this when I'm allowed to do it when Mommy's here?
Mr. Kelly, what do you have to say about that?
We do have different sets of rules, and it is little minute things. I feel that he needs to understand that, when you tell him to stop something, that he needs to stop. He doesn't get, a popsicle. We're not trying to redirect.
So you say she doesn't discipline him? She doesn't redirect him at all?
There's no discipline.
That's
It's
not it.
redirect of attention is all she does. It's
I redirect.
He's doing this, he's not supposed to do this. Okay, well, let's give him a popsicle. You want a popsicle? He's running out in the street. Oh, he's fine.
That is...
Okay, not out in the street. He runs out in the driveway where there's cars.
Telling the kid no is okay.
Yeah, no, I tell him no
understand
plenty of
redirecting
times,
all that kind of stuff.
But he tells him no about everything.
It's
we have a
because-
driveway that goes downhill, right? But we live in a cul-de-sac where it's like only 5 houses. So there's not really many cars, and before they come in there, they slow down.
And nobody pays attention to
okay?
how they're driving.
We have 10
they're
kids
doing
in that
this
neighborhood.
on
They
their
slow
phone.
Your
down.
mother agrees. She said your parenting of her grandson is inconsistent at best. She thinks you're both in serious need of individual and joint counseling. That you're extremely dysfunctional on many different levels. Both lack healthy communication skills with each other, and along with respectful boundaries. I think your mother I don't know what her past is like, but she sounds like she's insightful.
Yeah, she's going to school to be a social worker, so she's kind of got background in it.
It's also the
Mr.
ex-stripper.
Kelly, that was just... Behave yourself. You want her to stop escorting, is that it?
Yes.
And you phrased it as, if she doesn't stop escorting, I don't want to be in this relationship. Is that accurate?
I can't do it anymore.
That's the deal breaker?
That's the deal breaker. I've made my steps. I've done my things. I've apologized for what I need to apologize for. I'm trying to work on it.
How do you think this thing is going to work out? She stops it, and then I am not at all advocating escorting. I'm just saying that. But how do you think your kid's going to get everything he needs? What are you doing to make that happen so she's in a position to stop?
I just got the call back just today, for my new job. Hopefully it brings benefits and the at least decent paycheck that I need to stop her from escorting.
Okay, Ms. Miller?
The job I paid for, by the way.
What do you mean a job you paid for?
I paid for his guard card.
I had the money
There's
for my
always a
guard card
catch.
3 times over.
With his last job, I had to buy his
you.
driver's license. With this job, I had to buy his guard card.
Ms. Miller and Mr. Kelly, I would not recommend marriage. I don't think either one of you is ready at all. I think you have a basic disdain for Mr. Kelly. You don't think he's a guy. You think
It's hard to see someone like that after you've seen like that for
I
so long.
understand, Ms. Miller, I'm not disagreeing with you. He's come up light, soft, and sorry. And that's why you're angry all the time. I'd be angry too. Don't throw in your future in with a guy that you have no respect for, and a guy for whom you needn't have respect because he hasn't demonstrated his duties towards you. Mr. Kelly, I want you to continue to be a strong and meaningful partner with her in raising that baby.
Always.
I want you to be a better man. I want you to be the kind of guy who can't watch his wife walk out and make money on her back while he stays at home. I want you to be a better man. Having said that, I will say this. You guys have gotten through a lot of horrible stuff, and you haven't had a good break the first. So I want you not to feel totally undone by the things that I've said. But what I'm going to ask you to do is to do exactly what your mother said: individual counseling and couples counseling. Teach you how to co-parent and teach you how to rise above how you were raised. I'm going to get you started when you leave here. Good luck to both of you. This matter is adjourned.
The judge advised me and Scott to live separately, and I think that might be a good idea for the time being, even though it might be a little bit hard for us to do. It's really going to affect Gunnar because he's used to being around his dad almost every day.
We're good, we're good parents. We know we're dysfunctional as a relationship and as a couple, but as co-parents, we're good. We can manage. We'll make sure that he's got everything that he needs and that he's happy.
Today on Divorce Court.
I'm here because I really just want answers. I'm tired of Michael being gone late night, coming in whenever he wants to. He only spends time at the house like 3 nights a week.
Tennille always think I'm cheating, but I let her know I'm with my friends and my family. I'm not cheating on that girl. I would never do that to hurt her.
If Michael doesn't change, then because we're locked in this year lease, he can move his stuff to the spare room, and instead of lovers, we can become roommates.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Tennille Walker and Michael Williams. The two of you have been together for 1.5 years. You have no children. You're 25, you're 24, you're trying to decide whether or not you should make this permanent. You're already living together, but you want to know if you should be married. I've got your marriage license. I've also got your compatibility test that you filled out, and I want to give an opportunity for you to tell me why you want to be together, but why you have some concerns and need my advice.
Okay, let me tell you. I grew up never wanting anything. My parents or my family took care of me. Anything that I wanted, they were able to give me. And so I was taught growing up that I shouldn't settle for less than that. Mm-hmm. And so that when I date, I need to find someone that can treat me as well as my family did. Mm-hmm. So I met Michael. Mm-hmm. And in the beginning, it was good. Like, he was doing everything that I expected. He was such a gentleman, very kind, loving, caring. He was just like, we're doing well in our relationship. Everything's going good. Let's progress. Let's move in together and live together. This is the next step in our relationship. And I'm like, okay, I got a winner. This is good, We get to move in together, and the person that I met in the beginning is no longer here. So I'm just wondering, where is he?
How did he change? What did he stop doing?
Okay, the whole gentleman act is out. Right. That's gone completely. Before we lived together, he would spend the night with me 5 times out the week, 5-6 times out the week. He lived 45 minutes from me, but he was fine making that drive. We live together now. If I didn't have pictures in my phone, I wouldn't know what he looked like. I'm serious. He's only at the house about 2 nights out the week. It's 7 days in the week. That's ridiculous.
Mr. Williams, when you two moved in together, did you start to stay out more, or is she exaggerating over there?
No, she's exaggerating. She started running her mouth a little too much, and instead of me, I just left and just cool off.
When you say she's running her mouth too much, what is she running her mouth about?
About cooking and cleaning, and I feel like she's belittled me. She's a teacher, and I let her know that I understand you're a teacher, but there's certain ways you should talk to people. We both adults.
Well, what kind of things does she say to you? Do you find that she's treating you like a child?
She say things like, listen here, I'm telling you, and point her finger at me. I'm not your dog.
Listen here,
Yes.
I'm telling you what
Yes.
you need to do. Now, Ms. Walker, are you treating him like he's one of your students?
No, I don't. Michael tends to act like a child at times, so I try to remind him that he's an adult. The only time I like say something is because he doesn't fix nothing. He doesn't do nothing. Like, say something breaks. I'm like, hey, babe, can you fix this? Oh, let me call somebody to do that. I can call somebody to do that. I have a phone. What are you here for?
Does he know how to fix it? You know, not just because he's a dude doesn't mean he has a mechanical head.
Oh, he says he can do everything, but when the time comes, he calls somebody to do it.
I understand you suspect he might be seeing somebody else. Why is that?
Michael stays gone from the house late at night. He doesn't come home until like 5 in the morning some nights, sometimes not at all. It's been multiple times that I call and I don't get an answer, or I'll text, no response. I'll FaceTime, and then he'll text me back like hours later, like, oh, I was with a friend, or we were busy doing something else. For 6 hours? No, you didn't look at your phone for 6 hours?
Are you away from home a lot now that you're living together? You kind of have your entertainment elsewhere?
No, I don't have. I be with the fellas. You know how 2K gets. I be
How
playing
what is?
2K basketball game. You know, my phone be off and I play the game. And
That's
you know,
lies.
me and the fellas just playing the game.
Now, did you increase your time with 2K and the fellas after you started living with her? Because she seems to say that there's a stark difference in your behavior between the time you were courting her and when you got her in the house.
Right. The behavior change is due to her belittling me. I feel like before it gets worse, let me just leave and calm down and come back and talk about this when we both calm.
What is she saying and doing that runs you out of the house?
What?
For
First,
days.
She bring up other guys like that's gonna make me stay. That's not gonna make me stay because I'm not finna compete with no other man. I'ma leave.
Well, I think she's concerned because you spend a lot of time with one of your best girlfriends. Is that true?
No. Not at all.
Oh, wow.
Well, Ms. Walker, you tell me that story.
Okay, so he has this close friend. So he says, but we've been together for over a year and I never met this close friend. Never been introduced. Whenever this friend calls, he walks out the room to talk to her. We came up with this rule. We said no calls after 11 p.m. because just out of respect.
Right.
So it's about 1. Phone rings. He gets up, goes into another room for about an hour, come back. I'm like, who was that? What's going on? Is everything okay? An emergency? He says, oh, it was my friend.
Do you know who we're talking about over here? Do you
Yes.
know who she's talking about?
Yes, I know exactly who she's talking about.
Has she ever met this friend of yours?
She hasn't.
Don't you think that's a little odd that your very best friend hasn't met the woman with whom you live?
Right. See,
Right.
she works at a hospital. So
Wow.
we had a recent housewarming. She was supposed to come. She couldn't get off work. I would love for them to meet just to prove to her I'm not cheating.
Would you be concerned if the tables were turned and she had a very good male friend that she saw all of the time, but he could never manage to make his way over to your house?
Only way I would be concerned because she has a problem with, she always flirtating.
She's flirtatious?
Very flirtatious.
Why don't you tell me what she does when she's flirting?
She don't know how to tell a guy she has a boyfriend. So she just flirts. So I went through her Snapchat one day, and it was a long thread. And Judge, I had to read it 3 times for me to believe it.
What did it say?
She's saying, oh, I can't wait till I get back from Cancun and come see you. Not mentioning me not one time.
Okay, I got you. Have you ever, during the course of your relationship with Ms. Walker, cheated on her? I mean, now's the time to be honest, because we're trying to turn a page here to decide whether we're gonna marry or we're not gonna marry.
Right.
So now's the time. Have you ever? Do you know what text thread he's talking about?
I do, and it was just a friend, and I have even asked Michael to meet this friend. And he's like, I ain't meeting no dude that you friends with. That was on him. That was on him. So I have offered that. Can I tell you something?
Yes.
Michael and I have had problems beyond social media and stuff. Like, okay, we tried to clear up. We tried to have a fresh, clean start. New Year's came. We're like, let's have a New Year's resolution. We're just going to remain abstinent, okay? No sex, none of that. We're like, okay, that's cool. We do it. It lasted like 2 weeks before, you know. So after that, I was like, all right, well, we done messed up now, so we can just keep going, you know? But we didn't. Like, there was no sex. And so I would ask him, you know, what's going on? Like, can, you know? And he was just like, oh, we're remaining abstinent. Like,
Have
what?
you ever, during the course of your relationship with Ms. Walker, cheated on her? I mean, now's the time to be honest, because we're trying to turn a page here to decide whether we're going to marry or we're not going to marry.
Right.
So, now's the time. Have you ever?
It was one time, Your
There
Honor.
was one time.
Wow.
Was it with the woman that you spent a lot of time with?
No.
It was somebody else entirely.
Yes.
How long ago was it?
It was, well, right now it's probably been about a year.
No.
Okay. You say now he's only interested in sex if there's another woman involved, if there's threesomes.
Right. So, like, I was like, okay, you know what? One night we were laying down, and I heard something, like, some moaning noise. So I turn over, and he's on his phone watching porn. So I'm like, oh, okay, he's in the mood, and now it's time to go ahead and make the move. No, he shut me down so quick. So I'm like, what is it? You know what? Let me see what else I can do. So I was like, I came to him, and I'm like, what do you think about a threesome? Like, you want to? And he's like, yeah, let's go. I'm like, so you didn't want to be with me, but if somebody else is involved and you're all for it, I didn't like that.
Did you stop having interest in her sexually at a certain point in time?
No, ma'am. It's just that when we made that commitment, I understand we made a mistake and did it within 2 weeks, but there's nothing wrong with trying again and staying abstinent.
Why do you want to stay absent? Not that it's a bad thing, but I'm just asking.
I mean, we both came to, you know, wait till we get married and then we could continue. And I feel like there's nothing wrong. She was all for it until we made the one mistake. Why continue? One mistake.
Well, you want abstinence, and then but a threesome's okay.
No, she wanted it.
She wanted it, and you said no.
I didn't say
I'm
no.
not doing that. I'm not interested in you and another woman. I don't want to do it.
No, I didn't say no, but she came up with the idea. She wanted all this to happen.
No.
She just wanted me to be the participant.
No. What it is that he's with somebody else, and he just didn't want to tell me. Like, if we're not having sex and I offer a threesome, and you're like, okay, but look, if we're not having sex,
something going on over there, Mr. Williams, and something don't seem right to me.
And one night, like, we had an altercation. We were arguing. He's like, all right, I'm gone. He comes back the next day and he was like, oh, I need to tell you the truth. I spent the night at a friend's house, but I just slept on her couch. Nothing happened. I was like, you want me to believe that?
I got you.
Michael was like, oh, I want to prove to you I'm not doing nothing. Go through my phone. You can look. And what I saw was lies. And it just made me upset, and I just threw the phone. I wasn't aiming for the TV, but I threw it, and it hit the TV.
Is this a constant issue, or is that an unusual event? My understanding is you have concerns about her issues with anger.
Right.
Tell me about that.
She has a problem with keeping her hands to herself. Just recently, she tried to break 2 of my items with one move. She took my phone, threw it at my TV. TV broke. So either something was gonna break by you doing that.
Did you throw his phone at his television?
I did.
What were you mad about?
Because Michael was like, oh, I want to prove to you I'm not doing nothing. Go through my phone. You can look. So I guess he thought by him saying, oh, go through my phone, I was going to be like, nah, all right. Since you want to say go through my phone, I'm going to leave you. So I said, okay, let me see. And what I saw was lies. He had been lying about where he was, who he was with. And it just made me upset, and I just threw the phone. I wasn't aiming for the TV, but I threw it, and it hit the TV.
Is this a constant issue, or is that an unusual event?
it's a constant issue, and also she threw it 3 times at it. So you literally got up, picked up the phone, went back, and kept throwing it.
Until it broke. Mr. Williams, do you want to get married?
I do, Your Honor.
Why do you want to get married?
I want to get married because through all this, I understand I do love Tennille, and I just hope she changes so we can go ahead and cross
What does
that.
she need? What do you want her to change?
First, I need for her to change and accept me and like let these guys know you have a boyfriend.
Do you not tell other guys you have a boyfriend?
I mean, like.
Thank you.
No, like that's not. When I first started a conversation, I'm like, hey, I got a boyfriend. So what are you doing today? It's just like they never asked, so I don't really say nothing.
Do you want to marry Mr. Williams?
I just want like the lies to stop. I want to feel secure, knowing like if he's going out with his friends, go. Like I'm like all for it. I encourage him to go out, go have fun, but I just want to know that you're not doing nothing you're not supposed to. I don't want to be worried no more. I just want truth. I want honesty.
You don't believe he's truthful, you don't believe he's honest, and you do believe he's cheating, but you want to marry him anyway.
But
what
because
you're
I don't have
telling
any
me.
proof. I don't have any proof, but it's just his actions.
Give her a 90-second sales job while you're the man for her.
Well,
Make it a good one.
I'm
Don't
the
look
man.
at me while you're saying it.
Okay. I'm the man for you because I'm not out doing those things. I'm not cheating on you. I love you for you. And also, Your Honor, if I didn't love her, I wouldn't have put the deposit on a ring.
What? What?
Ms. Walker, 90-second sales job on why you want to marry him.
I do want to marry you because I love you unconditionally, and you're my support system. You're my teammate. We have fun together. We laugh. We cry together. You're like my best friend all in one. And I'm happy with you when things are good. When we have bad times, it's not the worst.
When we have bad times, it's not the worst.
Thank you. Can I say something, Judge?
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
And I want you to know, if you see this ring,
Let me see the ring.
you will
Let
want
me
to
see
marry
the
me
ring.
What-
yourself.
You sure you want to see it?
It's a beautiful ring. It really is a lovely ring, and you put it. And you put the bill on there. Not bad. It's not cheap either.
Thank you, Judge.
And okay. You only put $100 down on it, but all right. Let me tell you what I got to say. Ms. Walker and Mr. Williams, I think a lot of people come in here on Before Your Vows and don't have any clue what it is to be married. I wouldn't even, and I don't think anybody should ever consider marrying somebody that they don't trust. Absent the trust, the laughing, the good times, none of that has any value because that's the foundation of your being together. So if you two are hiding the phone and walking in and you can't meet my friend and I'm not going to introduce you as my girl, that's not a place of trust and fidelity that you can build on. So I don't even know why you guys are wasting your time thinking about that kind of thing. I hope you can get a refund. Because I don't think either one of you are mature enough to make this work. Miss Walker, you know, I got to believe when I'm out of town and I don't talk to my husband and can't find him, I got to know I have not got to worry because I trust the dude. And if you don't trust the dude, then he's really not going to ever make you happy and secure. Second thing I got to say and I say this to women all the time. Everybody thinks I'm all old-fashioned and whatnot, this, that, and the other thing. But I got to tell you what, I got my man for 30 years. He ain't gone nowhere. He ain't done nothing. Don't move in with him. Don't do it. Mm-hmm. You lose your leverage. What are you going? You going to do? You know, because when we move in, we get to house cleaning, we get to cooking and this, and we get into caring for him and all that kind of stuff. And then he says, my house is taken care of. The meals are made. All right, let me go out because I got this laid down at the house. Don't move in with him. Don't do it. If he really loves you, he needs to honor you with the rest of his life before you start making him a meal. That's just my opinion. You know, that's just my opinion. So I'm gonna tear this little marriage certificate up because you guys got no business with it. And what you need to do, move out, move on, move forward. Look around. There are a lot of dudes out there and there are a lot of women out there. Make sure you get one you can trust and love. This matter is adjourned.
After hearing from the judge, I can honestly say I don't feel like I'm ready to get married. We're not in that place or that space right now. I guess I should just look for something else. Like she said, there's other guys, and don't move in with them.
I've decided that I'm going to take my time and see if I really am ready for marriage. Because after that, I feel that, you know, she's right. The judge was right. If she can't trust me, then we shouldn't get married.
Today on Divorce Court.
I love Brandon. He makes me laugh, but he's cheated in the past and flirting with women. I don't like it, and to me, it's very disrespectful.
I love Janelle, but it's hard transitioning becoming a single man to being a father and a future husband that she wants me to be.
Brandon doesn't show his emotions at all, and sometimes I feel like he doesn't love me.
As long as those kids taken care of and that rent is being paid, everything else is irrelevant.
If Brandon doesn't change, we're not going to be together.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Janelle Lewis and Brandon Silas. The two of you are thinking about getting married, are having a few complications, so you've come to me for my advice. I have your marriage license here. If I think it's a good idea, I'll give it back, but you've given me permission to tear it up, so I think your union is ill-advised. You have one child together.
Yes, ma'am.
And you have 5 children total. And you have just the one with her.
But I claim the other 2 as well because I've been knowing them since they was
That's wonderful.
young.
It's nice to hear. I like that. Thank you, Mr. Silas. Tell me why you want to marry. I know part of it, you have a child together, but you're not so sure.
Well, first thing is his cheating in the past.
Okay.
That's one reason. His anger issues, and he don't show emotional.
Okay, let's start with the first one, the cheating. Why don't you give me a couple of stories that tells me the kind of things he's been doing?
Well, in the past, when I was 7 months pregnant, he cheated on me, and I found out.
How'd you find out?
I went through his phone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he tried to delete it, but I went through the out of think box thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I found the messages and called the girl. She told me.
Is that accurate, Mr. Silas?
It could be. I mean, you know
Now explain that to me. It could be.
well, at one point in the moment, there was that situation with maybe like with my ex at point in the moment, we were kind of going through like, you know, little cahoots with each other, but it was nothing serious, you know what I'm saying? It was nothing serious until like basically after we took our break, and then, you know, we kind of, you know, it linked up and that happened, but it was to the fact that we had a break. It wasn't while me and Janelle was together.
So you were on a break while she was 7 months pregnant?
Yeah, I was kicked out the house. I mean, you know, how would any man take
now,
that?
why did you kick him out the house?
Yes, I did.
Why'd you kick him out the house?
Because I found out he was cheating. Of course I'm supposed to.
Before? Tell me another story.
Another story is that he constantly first, like, takes other women. Like, he think it's just, oh, this is my partner, this is my friend. You're not supposed to do that when you're in a relationship.
Honestly, Yana, I mean, I feel like basically if I'm texting a woman, if basically a friend, it's just basically like, hey, how you doing?
You're not supposed to do that.
You've been working? Yeah, I've been working. You know, I'm getting taking care of my family. Everything's straight with me and her. But, you know, sometimes she'll catch them text messages when they're coming to me like, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Is you getting out
So
tonight?
you're just chit-chatting is what you're saying. You're just talking.
Kind of sort of to that sort, but not really chit-chatting.
Not really. Well, I appreciate your honesty, Mr. Silas, because what you're telling me, you are doing a little flirting on the phone.
Nah, I can admit to that.
Yeah,
But it's
it
honest
feels
flirting.
good.
It's nothing nice to me to the fact I'm trying to go sleep with them at the end of the day, because I know who I go to bed with at night.
Mm-hmm. All right. Have you caught him cheating any other time other than the one time when you were 7 months pregnant?
No.
That was
just
it?
the flirting, and that time I caught him cheating.
Yeah.
Can you understand how the flirting would be an issue for her?
Yeah, I mean, it could kind of feel, a person may feel like a little intimidation, or they may feel like a man's head may be elsewhere. That
Right.
could be a possibility, but I feel like if you know me, you should know that ain't where my head at.
Well, and I hear you. I hear you. And you're reading right, guy, with a little mistake. But do you know that there are free radical women out there who will take advantage of you? You know what I'm saying? You start a little bit here and there, you think it's not a problem, but they think they got a man. You know what I mean? And then they start here, and then there's a little touching, and come over, I got a problem. I did it. Yeah, hey, wait. Next thing you know, you have a beer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You jeopardize your union when you hold your hand outside the window like that.
I understand.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
Everybody's human.
You know, and with that being said, you know, all that's understandable, you know, but it's just, you know, she can be kind of confrontational, kind of could give me that kind of that, you know, that police type, that pressure on me.
Type pressure.
That police pressure on me, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, I just want her to ease up on that, like.
Give me an example of that police type pressure.
I can show you. All right, first competition we had, you know, we on Bourbon. Walking down the street. You know, a few women taking the looks, kind of looks at me, you know what I'm saying? I kind of caught a look at a female too, but it wasn't to the fact I was like, you know, I'm about to go talk to her. Oh, here she come. Who you know her, you know this, who do all that. I know you ain't gonna talk to her, she looking at you up. I'm like, you know, I'm just got my little dagger in my hand. I'm like, man, I just want to walk down the street. I'm here with you. She come out of nowhere with that. Basically, with that being said and done, Your Honor, I really just want her to kind of get that backed up where we at. You know what I'm saying?
Back up off that anger.
Yeah, get that anger, get that confrontation about you. Yeah.
I'm not trying to do anything wrong, Miss Lewis.
Yeah.
Did you hear him?
I hear him, but he has anger too. Hold up. His anger's not perfect either.
Tell me about his anger.
Like, his anger goes from, like, this is, if, like, he's talking to you, but if we talking, he always say, like, he knows it all. But you don't know it all, because I don't know it all, so I know you don't know it all.
Because you know more than he does.
Right, so it's like he thinks he knows it all. So when he knows it all, you say something that's right. Oh, no, that's not right. That's not right. How this is this the way. No, it's this the way. This is the right way. What you said is the way you want to do it.
Okay, are you equally hot-tempered?
I'm not totally agreeing with that. It's just to the fact where, you know, I'm the head of the household. I feel like, you know, I should have already had this already organized and everything should have been said and done at the end of the day. Guess what? I know what I'm talking about. I've been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, you know, it's just the fact that when I'm trying to get us to kind of get like a agreement going on, it's shattered. We not finna get into no agreement. It's all the way, no, you ain't finna do it like this. And then it's just become weak.
It's just a mess.
It's a mess, because we never got to the bottom of the situation. Then my ex get brung up again. So, you know, with that being said, getting pulled up with that, like I said, there go that police pressure.
Well, you stay in touch with your exes, don't you?
Not all of them. No, I don't.
Not all of them, but a few.
To be honest with you, no. No?
I
don't.
I got bad information on that.
Yeah.
Does he stay in touch with his exes?
Now he doesn't, but in the past, like, he stayed in touch with. Like, that was like his best friend. He played. This is my best friend.
Can I tell you this? If you ever start an argument or a conversation with, yeah, but he did it in the past, it's not a conversation you need to have.
Right.
You know, because if someone's doing better, you can't bring up when he was doing worse or he has no reason to continue to get better. Just putting that out there.
But our friends always in our business. Family too. It is too many things I'm not finna tell you because I don't need them knowing my business.
When you tell people about his business, typically what you're doing is complaining about him. Rarely do women call up and say, yes, he was really good in bed last night. I just thought I'd let you know. Ms. Lewis, you contend that Mr. Silas is emotionally unavailable. What do you mean by that?
He is. Like, he doesn't show emotion at all. I don't know when he's hurting. I don't know when he's sad. I don't know none of it because he doesn't show it. I have to pick an argument to see it. That's how I know.
So the only emotion he ever gives you is anger?
Exactly. That's the only time he gives me emotion is when he's angry.
What is it you want him to talk to you about that he's not willing to share?
Like, stuff when he was a kid and what he goes through on a daily basis. He's a man. Every man goes through stuff on a daily basis. So I know once you hit the real world, you're going to go through stuff. He doesn't talk to me about that. I guess he feels because I'm a woman, I don't know it. But I understand it. I probably don't know it, but I understand
it. Or you can always listen.
Yeah, I can listen to you. I got ears.
Okay, Mr. Silas, what is your vision on that?
If I could speak, honestly, it's basically because our friends always in our business. family too.
No.
So therefore, you dig what I'm saying? It is too many things I'm not finna tell you because I don't need them knowing my business. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, with that being said, no, me and a lot of things, me and her can't kind of cahoots on. We can't get kind of communication gathered because you using them information from your people.
I think she's not talking so much about the details of your day as to how you're feeling. Are you happy? What's good? Tell me a good story. Did you enjoy work? A conversation about the kids. Let's, sharing your soul, not so much the facts. You with me?
I follow you.
You follow that? She wants to think like you confide in her with respect to, hey, what'd you do today, baby? That wasn't, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of this, that, and the other to feed that need that we have to hear from you. Now you're telling your friends and your family all of his business.
It's not that I'm telling him. If you have no one to talk to, who you gonna like? It's not that I tell him. It's if you have no one to talk to. So I call them, my relatives.
Let me tell you something. That's unfair. It's unfair to him for a number of reasons. Number one, he doesn't want his business out in the street. And by the time it gets back to him, it's never as he told you. It's always something else. That's number one. Number two, when you tell people about his business, typically what you're doing is complaining about him. Rarely do women call up and say, yes, he was really good in bed last night. I just thought I'd let you know. What you do is you say, yeah, he went into this and he did that and other thing, and then they get a very negative, lopsided picture of him because you call up with all that negativity. So they're not going to like him. They're going to talk about him behind their back. Right. That's going to get back to him, and yet again, he speaks not to you. So you're killing yourself with that. Let me say this to you. Mm-hmm. We do like to talk.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really cool when we can talk to the guy we got. Mm-hmm. Less likely to talk to somebody else. Women love to be heard. And it's not in order to be told what to do or be corrected or get information. We just want to tell you how we feel.
Exactly.
And if you give us an opportunity to tell you how we feel, we will just love ourselves some you. You with me, Mr. Silas?
That's understandable.
All righty.
The family member came in after Mr. Brandon and swabbed my baby for DNA test while the nurse was in there.
So this family member just bogus.
Just bogus.
Just
swabbed
like,
him
let me and swabbed it. Did you have any concerns at all as to whether or not that baby was yours? Mr. Silas, why don't you tell me about the money issues the two of you have between you?
Basically, like the money issue would be a problem with her. Is basically if I tell her to go to the store because sometimes like I tell you I work, I don't be able to kind of go and make those type of store runs. So if I tell her to go make a store run, I give her a couple of dollars. Let's go get some soap. I need some we need toilet tissue. We need all type of things for the house. Yeah, the basics for the house. All right. I sent her to the store. Couple of dollars, enough to get whatever thing I just told her to get. Picture why she come back with some soap and just some tissue. I'm like, well, we got something to wipe herself, to take a bath with. But what happened to everything else, like the dish detergent? What we gonna wash the dishes with? The soap? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, with certain things, with money management.
Where do you think that money's going?
No, she just ain't shopping right. It's really kind of basically like what she wants to get. Yeah, we got a money budget. You know what I'm saying?
Does she buy personal things like, fingernail polish and stuff like that? Or do you think she's just not good at getting bargains with the money that you give her?
I think it's the money that I'm giving her and she ain't bargaining right with it. You know what I'm saying?
Do you shop a lot?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Well, no. I mean at the grocery store and doing the items, the basic things.
No, I do a lot of input.
Here, let me tell you something. My father never knew how much anything cost because he didn't go to the grocery store. Mm-hmm. He had to rely on his wife for that. If you never go to the grocery store, you don't know how much costs. You know how much you think it ought to cost, but you don't know how much it costs. So you can't say she's doing a bad bargain budgeting if you are not familiar with the numbers. Right. That's what I'm going to say to you about that. But my understanding, he likes to shop for himself.
Oh, yes, he likes to shop. He likes to shop. He goes shopping. He shops for the kids. He give me the money for myself, but he likes to shop, like, all the time.
Yeah. You shop a lot?
Yeah. I like to look good. Yeah. If the kids gonna look good, why not make a perfect picture for myself?
You got money stocked away for the kids when they're gonna have to have extracurriculars and college and all that? You got some mad paper stacked for those little people?
Yeah.
Because those people are expensive.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to get them out of the house, you know?
Yeah.
They got to do a lot of things that cost a lot of money. I don't think you have mad paper stacked. I'm
it
just
ain't
saying.
mad, but it's upset, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
you got to have mad paper stacked,
It's upset
okay?
people
All
right
right.
now, you do.
Ms. Lewis, why don't you tell me what happened in the, when you had your baby? Some family member came in and did something outrageous. Why don't you tell me what happened?
The family member came in after Mr. Brandon and swabbed my baby for a DNA test while the nurse was in there.
So this family member just bogarted.
Just bogus.
Just
yeah, just
swabbed
like,
him
let me
and
swab.
swabbed it. Did you have any concerns at all as to whether or not that baby was yours?
I say I had an ounce because I like to keep it real, but I mean, as far as the overall judgment, when I first seen it, I knew that was mine.
Mm-hmm. Did you talk to your family member about that?
Yeah. I had
Did
to
you
let
get it
them-
straightened out?
Yeah, I had to let them know that wasn't the right thing to do. I kind of thought it would have done them a little more better. Probably would have done it when we was in kind of like a little privacy, you know. But I mean,
But
I
you
had
got
to-
it straight, you handled
Yeah,
it.
everything was straight. I had to go through hell and back though.
I know why you like him. I get it. I get what the problem is, too. And we're going to get to that now. When I read your information, I was all ready not to like you guys. I thought there was too much ratchetness going on to make a union worthwhile. But you know what I see? I see a man who changed for you. I see a man where, in order to talk about his cheating or the wrongs, you have to say, in the past. And I think you need to leave that in the past. Don't let that follow you around, because when that follows you around, that's nothing but fear, and your fear will come out as anger towards him, which will cause him to do the very thing you don't want him to do, which is to find peace in the arms of another woman. All right? That's number one. Number two, I think he's a good dude. He's got a job, he works hard. I think he loves you. And I think you guys are a little young, but you know, you got to control the manner in which you have your conversations with your man. And you got to control who you have your conversations with outside of your house. It has to be the country, Lewis Silas. It has to be, this is our world. This is comfortable where you confide in me, my mother, my father, my brothers, my sisters, my Facebook fan. Nobody has access to this piece and part of me that I have with this dude in this house and our children. And the children he calls his own that you brought in from another place. And I want you to remember what you got when you look at him like that. Now, Mr. Silas, you're a little unctuous. It's like unctuous. It's like a little river of oil under some water. You're kind of slick, and you're cool, and you're laid back. That's why the ladies like you. You can be very charming and disarming, and you use that, and it's fun to watch women swoon at your ability to do so. Now, let me tell you what you're doing to her when you do that. You're making the mother of your children afraid that you're going to leave, and it's awful to live afraid all day, every day. If you want to be smooth and charming, you go ahead and do that. Don't do that in front of her. Don't catch sight and all this kind of stuff while you're with her. And don't keep up with your exes and all that, because that's not defending the country Silas. It is not. You're standing over the walls. You got a breach in it. Do you understand what I'm saying? I think you two are wonderful people. I think you need to learn how to have a conversation. You need to learn who not to talk to. And you got to keep all that disarming, smiling, cool, headed in her direction.
Exactly.
You with me? Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anything I say to make sense to you?
Yes, indeed.
Anything I say makes sense to you?
It makes sense.
You two are a good couple. I hope everything works well from here on in. Marry the woman and enjoy your life. This matter is adjourned.
Today, the judge gave us a lot of advice on basically keeping myself together as far as not spending so much, giving my most time to my wife, and basically everything else will be to the good.
And me to let go of the past and not bring it up again. That was excellent, because it's true. I always bring the past up.
Yeah, we're going to definitely use her advice on further on in our life. We know this will be the positive vibe to keep us together forever.
Today on Divorce Court.
I'm here because I feel like Kenneth is very disrespectful. He's not honest at all. He lies, he cheats. I feel like he sleeps around with the whole Birmingham, and I mean everybody and their mama.
I'm here because I'm accused of cheating when she's the one cheating and had a baby outside our relationship.
If Kenneth does not change his ways, when my lease is up in November, he will be moving out and I will be moving forward with my life.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Tony Shaw and Kenneth Brown. The two of you have been together for 5 years, engaged for the last 3. You have one child together. Ms. Shaw, you're 24 years old. Mr. Brown, you are 32, and you two aren't quite sure whether or not you should marry, so you've come to me for my opinion. You've taken my compatibility test and given me some information, so I'm going to talk to you, and then I'm going to tell you what I believe you ought to do, my best advice, as if you were my children. Ms. Shaw, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me, you love this guy, but why are you concerned about whether or not you should marry him?
The lies and him cheating. The constant cheats that I'm dealing with, the females coming to me. Let me tell you something. It's a girl that, one of the parents that goes to my child's school. And I found out that he's sleeping with her. And it's just such a small world because I'm at work and her daughter sees me. She like, hey, I know you. And I was like, well, how do you know me? She says, your son goes to my school. He's in the same class as me. So I'm looking at the mother. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Mm-hmm. I check his voicemail. I look, I guess you could put the number in on Facebook and you could type the number in and they give you that person page name. I typed it in, found out who the female was, same exact female I seen as my job, same exact female I seen at the school. And to my surprise, everything is true. I asked her about it. I confronted her. She said, yes, I am. He calls me. We speak daily. And
so you were, because I see the smile on your face. Yeah. You were.
Yeah, but it's a story behind it all.
There's always a story. There's always a story. But I understand that, Ms. Shaw, you kind of knew what you were getting because when you got with him, he was already with somebody else. Yes. And you were the side chick.
And I'll admit today, I was the side chick when we met, but I didn't think that I was going to fall in love with someone that I had just been fooling around with. I didn't think it was going to go that way.
Let me ask you a question. You're having sex with somebody, you're seeing him all the time, and he's somebody else's dude. Doesn't that make you feel badly at all about who you are and what you're doing?
At first it didn't because... At first, it didn't due to the fact that I was young. I was only 17 years old. You know, when you're young, you're not thinking like how you thinking with the head. I wasn't thinking at the time.
Oh, listen, at 17, I wasn't doing that kind of nonsense. Yeah. I respect other people's stuff. You know, that's somebody else's stuff. Mr. Brown, was she a side chick when you were dealing with somebody else?
At the beginning.
In the beginning?
Yes.
And then when did you make her the main dish?
When my son got involved, when she got pregnant.
When she got pregnant. How long ago did she get pregnant?
It was 5 years ago.
5 years ago. But he left you, right?
He left me for 8 months.
Explain that, what happened.
Okay, so I told him I was pregnant, and he said, it's not my baby. I'm not going to deal with it. And he left me, not for 4 or 5 months, but for a complete 8 months. It was to the point where I had the adoption parents ready to take in my son when I gave birth to him. And he came back right before I did that. And it hurt in my heart because I was in the process of giving my own child up due to the fact that you left me high and dry and I'm pregnant. So I felt abandoned at the time. What changed your mind? What made you come back and see what was up?
Well, she had started doing crazy things. Like, I was working at a studio. She came to the studio and put a picture of me up, downgraded me to the ladies. So I went talk to the ladies, went talk to me or whatever.
No.
She went way out the roof with it.
He left me.
Like to a whole nother level.
When I was pregnant, what did you expect me to do out of anger? I'm a woman that's pregnant. I already have one child, and I'm not with the father of that child. And then now I'm pregnant, and you left me with a second child?
And so you just went ham with it.
I did. I went bizarre with it. Like, I just didn't care. I didn't care about anything. Yes, I did. But he wanted to talk about what I've done. Let's talk about these text messages, how when you were cheating.
Well, you tell me about those text messages when he's cheating.
I cannot say this
she
on here because, baby, this,
Don't call me baby, but...
She cheat too now. She's not an angel. She's not an angel.
You know I'm an angel.
Now, these are text messages. How current are they?
Last year.
Last year?
Yes, ma'am.
Why you looking
Since
like
y'all want to talk so bad, come get his
so
stuff.
I know you see that one. I know you see that one. Ain't no lies behind that at all.
But she had a child by another man.
We wasn't
Like,
together. We wasn't together.
When did she? No, the first child she had by another guy. Then she had one with you.
Yes.
Then she had another one with another guy.
Yes, ma'am. And it should have been mine. It should have been mine.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but it wasn't.
Should
He
have been
wasn't
mine.
doing his part. Your Honor, I got tired of losing. And when I say I got tired of losing, I lost 2 apartments of mine and then 2 of his. And when I tell you I got tired of losing, I broke it off. I told him I don't want to be with you no more. And then I met somebody else. It ain't like I just was like sleeping with you and then going.
Can I say this about this? Can I say that?
Go ahead. I know you
I know I
see.
say anything wrong.
Look at it.
Oh, I did. Why would you get into such trashy talk with another woman?
To see was it real, to see was it the truth. Because I know sometimes females do lie. And I know that because I've done it before. But to see was it real, was she really telling the truth? And this girl wasn't lying. She knew exactly where I live, where I lay my head. Should no female know where me and my kids lay our heads?
We had separated.
No, we wasn't
had
separated when I got my first house. That's the story.
I mean, your outrage is so selective. I mean, you do this, that, and the other thing that just tacky, foul, ratchet, and wrong. And then he does this other thing, which is tacky, foul, ratchet, and wrong. But that's all you see, and you don't see how you invite that kind of behavior into your presence when you conduct yourself in a manner that would allow you to be wrong
I've
like
tried
that.
to get away from it. I've tried to become a better woman. And that's when we had separated. When we separated, the father of my 3rd child, he actually left me when I was 6 months pregnant.
That's how long was it for us to separate when she got into it with that guy?
How long were you separated when you got into it with that guy?
About a month.
Okay, I'm gonna catch my breath.
I'm always in the clinic. It's a trace of a STD. I can't get it alone. And when I was having sex with someone else, I was having protective sex.
Now, Ms. Shaw, you're claiming that he's giving you STDs, but we had
trace
babies with a couple of them, so you couldn't have been wrapping it up all of the time. We're not going to get a lot of denials from your side, are we? I mean, you have been cheating on her while you were with her, correct?
No, I haven't.
Not at all.
She feel like she can say when things on and when things off. That's not right. That's not fair.
So she takes a break, goes and dates who
Right.
she wants. So you've never cheated on her throughout, despite these emails. Those do not reflect any actions on your part.
No, ma'am. Those are times like when she give her verbal word that we're separated.
Okay. Let me ask you this, Mr. Brown. I understand there was a circumstance where you believe that she cheated on you with a man in your own home. Is that true?
Yes.
Tell me about that. When it happened?
I play a little semi-pro football, and I was out of town, and she started messing with this guy. And when I got back from New Mexico, we were moving to the new house. I was packing stuff up in the truck, and she'll take the stuff around to the house. I'm thinking she taking the stuff out herself because I was staying at home with the kids. And she was coming back too fast. So I'm like, what? Come to find out, one of the guys she was messing with was helping her unload the stuff and put it in our house.
And he also paid that rent. He was the reason why I had that house. If it wasn't for him, I would have never had the house. We would have been living God knows where because my lease was up. So that man paid my rent up for a whole year, bought me a car. He done a lot of things. So, but at that time, Kemp was gone for 4 months in New Mexico. That's when I was fooling with him. I had to beg him to come back because all of my money was stolen for me to move. He came back. Of course, I'm still fooling with this man because as you see, those text messages, he still was fooling with her. Your Honor, I'm always in the clinic. The clinic.
You're always in what?
I'm always in the clinic.
How?
I'm always in the clinic. It may not be a STD. It may just be white cells, but it's a trace of a STD. I can't get it alone. I cannot. And when I was having sex with someone else, I was having protective sex.
Now, Ms. Shaw, you're claiming that he's giving you STDs, but what I'm finding out is, I mean, you had babies with a couple of them, so you couldn't have been wrapping it up all of the time. And I need to understand that you continued to see this one guy because he was paying the bills, and you were going to move him in even in a house that this other cat paid for
But
you.
He knew my whole situation. He knew that I asked the father of my child to come back. He knew that we were together. He knew that we was going to be living together. So he knew everything because he had something going on in his own house. So he was aware of everything, but...
So everybody was just dipping and dabbling and doing whatever. Wasn't nobody, it was just, oh my goodness.
Then look, though, the guy came to the house one day, I was getting out of work, and I come down the street, the guy standing in front of in my driveway. Him and her out there, he out there yelling, like airing her out, talking bad about her, trying to basically tell me what he was doing that was downgrading to her.
Oh, but Your Honor,
And
while
I
he
guess
was doing that, he had
on.
his side chick on the phone listening. The girl in the text messages.
You know, you robbed this bank. No, well, you robbed that bank. I mean, you both, I don't even know. Why are you pointing at one another? There's no point in it. Everybody's sleeping with everybody. Who's ever convenient. You know, I don't know how you gonna get mad at him because he had a side chick on the phone when you moving his stuff into some other dude's house paid for because you was sleeping with him.
But even when I left him alone, he continued to fool with this young lady. Not even just her, it's multiple females. Let's come down to the ex-girlfriend. We stayed in our third apartment. This girl was actually able to come exactly to where I live. How is that your ex-girlfriend know where we live? This before all the cheating happened when it came down to me, before the third baby, before all of that. How did your ex-girlfriend know we live? Why is it a girl on Facebook even commenting at me saying, oh, this is your fiance? Well, he did say he did, and he
Hey, well, your dude not only knew where you lived, he paid for it.
She good at befriending, though. She'll befriend a person just to get what she want to get out of them.
I got it.
Let me talk about how I tried to dance for him one time. I get up and I started shaking my little stuff, and he was like, you need to move. You need to chill with all that. You need to act your age. Be grown. What did I do that was so wrong that I wanted to turn my man on in my house?
Did you not appreciate the sexy dance? Now, here's the trippy part, because I kind of got lost. Y'all ain't in here for a divorce. This is a before your vows case. You two have come to me to see if I believe marriage is a good idea.
It's in the past.
It's getting better.
Hey. I'm trying to wrap my arms around the fact that you would even consider something like that, given your track record and your behavior. Now, Ms. Shaw, what do you think marriage will change for you with respect to your belief in his faithfulness and fidelity?
I love him. I'm in love with him.
Now, are you the same woman that... Did you put flyers down where he was working that he had AIDS and STDs?
Oh, my God.
And herpes? Is that what you did?
Yes, I did. But, Your Honor, I was pregnant and he left me.
Anything to get her, to have her cake
He
and her
left
ice cream.
me.
That's
He
why I
left
said
me.
she'd do anything to get her
But we
cake
back
and ice
together.
cream.
Now, Mr. Brown, I'm going to ask you the same ridiculous question. Why are you here trying to determine whether or not you should marry this individual over here?
Like, the stuff we're going through, it's been like 2 years ago. The story that she's telling you, that's 2 years ago. We didn't came
you
a long way.
say in the last 2 years you've been faithful to one another.
Yeah, we done came a long way.
That's a lie.
We came a long way.
That text message from last year.
These text messages are from
with
last
the females
year.
from this year.
Nah.
It carried on from last year into this year.
What do you think marriage will change?
I think we're going to eventually get it together. We've been together for too long. 5 years, been engaged for 3 years. We have a kid, and I'm not going to lie to you, he's a good father, and especially to my 1-year-old. He took in my 1-year-old as his own child, even though he knows that it's not his child.
Beyond the cheating, Ms. Shaw, you say he talks to you like you're a child.
Yes, like I'm 5 years old.
Tell me about that. What does he say?
Recently, just a few weeks ago, I cut the grass and cut down 3 trees taller than 12 feet, and he did not help me. He wasn't there to help me, and I've been asking him for a month. He came in the house and just like, why would you do this or why would you do that? And who helped you and who did all this? I'm like, I did it. Why are you talking to me like that? Just say, baby, the yard look good. Because I've been asking him for a whole month to do this, and he wouldn't even do it.
An older guy from up the street had helped her cut.
No one helped me cut anything. He drove the sticky bush down the street. That was it. The cutting, I did everything. I got on a letter and I cut down everything. I had no help from him. But like I said, when he came in the house, it was, why would you do this or why would you do that? Not even just that. It be times where he just got something to say. Oh, let me talk about how I tried to dance for him one time, just be, do things a little different, be sexy for him. He had some hip-hop music on. My baby's in their room sleep. I'm grown. We're grown. I want to dance for him. So, of course, I get up and I started shaking my little stuff and trying to turn him on. He was like, you need to move. You need to chill with all that. You need to act your age. Be grown. What did I do that was so wrong that I wanted to turn my man on in my house?
Did you not appreciate the sexy dance?
I did. I do all the time.
So why would you tell me to move? Why would you move me out the
Was
way?
he
It made
watching
me
the
feel
game?
like
No,
no,
ma'am.
it was hip hop. He was on YouTube
If the
on the
Cleveland
TV.
Indians are on, I don't get no love at all. I see Chief Wahoo. I know I'm spending the night alone.
But he was
See,
on YouTube.
her mouth is an overload. See what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I think I see. I wish I didn't, but I think I do. You two people have absolutely no idea what marriage is. Don't have the first concept or clue of what a relationship is. You don't know anything about honesty and fidelity. There's nothing about self-restraint that either one of you has demonstrated at any point during your lives at all. All you see is the other person's error. Both, Bonnie and Clyde, both of them were committing crimes. Bonnie can't just point at Clyde and say, look what Clyde did when you were right in there with a Tommy gun with him. And I want you to grow up. I don't know what kind of community you live in. You may live in a disassembled community where everybody is tipping and dipping and standing on a corner and all this kind of stuff, and those are hard communities to have a relationship in. I get that. But if you really want to have something solid, if you really want to have something good, if you really want to have something worthwhile, you have to decide that your neighborhood will not determine your life, that your circumstances will be as you choose them to be, not the least of what is, which is what's out on the street and what you people have been fooling with all along. Don't sleep with no dude because he can pay your rent. That's just wrong.
I wasn't sleeping with him yesterday, Your Honor.
Hush. And you're walking off on people when they're pregnant, got a side chick and all this kind of stuff. A moral code. Go look one up. Got a lot of books out there. I got a Bible and the Quran and the Talmud and all that kind of stuff. Something. But you guys got to have a set of rules and morals and standard by which you seek to run your lives, because your children are going to be just as trashy as you are if you don't behave any better. And we cannot afford to have any more of this nonsense running about the street when everybody got other baby mama drama here and there and everywhere, and nobody is centered, nobody is firm, nobody has a nuclear family to give them support and care and all that kind of stuff, because you can't stay out of bed with Joe, John, Jill, and Jennifer, because it's everywhere. I'm not going to give a marriage certificate to people who don't understand what the institution is.
It's getting better. It's getting better.
Grow up. Get a moral compass. This matter is adjourned.
It's just a lot, mixed emotions right there due to the fact that all of the lies and the cheats just being thrown at me constantly every day or every other day.
I think there's no way that we can fix this. It's because of all the drama and all the things that's going on. It's going to continue to make us question each other. So it's just best that we both go our own ways.
Today on Divorce Court.
I'm here today to try to solve some issues between me and my wife, who does not put me first.
We get it on perfectly fine, but when there is an argument, it's a big argument.
Bianca likes to blow things out of proportion.
When Jasmine says she's gonna find a man that's gonna treat her like a queen, I just ignore her because that's what she says when she's mad. She says a lot of things she doesn't mean when she's mad.
So if Bianca does not change, I will get a divorce and I might be with a man.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Bianca Hubbard and Jasmine Hubbard. You two have been married for 4 years. You don't have any children together, but you have 2 children from a previous relationship. Mrs. Hubbard, I'm going to start with you. Well, since you're both Mrs. Hubbard, do you mind if I call you Bianca and Jasmine?
That's fine.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Bianca, I'm going to start with you. What are your concerns with respect to this relationship, and why do you think it's in trouble?
I would say that our relationship is in trouble because of social media issues for one. Things that happened in the past is still being held against each other. So that's...
So what's happening on social media? Who's posting what about whom?
Well, I won't say that it's just her. I mean, I had times in the past when I did post things on social media, but nowadays it's like if she gets mad, she'll post pictures or say things like she ready to move on or ready to do different things with her life. And most of the times I know that it's about me, but it's not
directly about you, but it's like
it doesn't have my name on it, but I know that it's about me.
Right, yeah, like a little subtext there going on. Ms. Jasmine, do you do that?
No. I would say that social media is my outlet, and I post pictures. I don't post words. That's her doing the more quotes or little stuff that's throwing shade toward me, knowing that we're having trouble.
Never conduct your relationship through a third party, and the internet is a third party.
Right.
And it doesn't invite conversation. There's no nuance to it. It's just zing, zing, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is looking at your zings and making assumptions about what you're zinging about, and that doesn't help either. Jasmine, what do you say is the primary concern that you have with this relationship?
I would say I'm not kept first. She does not put me first in situations. Some situations, we don't even live together. And that's one of my biggest pet peeves now.
You've been married 4 years and you don't live together. How did that work?
Well, she moved down here and she moved to Atlanta in February. I just moved down in May. She was staying with a cousin. I can't stay with her family, so I went to go stay in a rooming house, and I'm still there.
How did she end up moving to Atlanta without you? Did you two not discuss the move?
Well, we did, but I didn't take her serious. She told me back a couple previous months ago that she was going to move, and I didn't take it serious. I was staying with my cousin then, and we had a little altercation, and she just upped and moved.
So clearly you were already having trouble before the move to Atlanta.
Yes, correct.
Bianca, my understanding is that you have concerns over whether or not Jasmine is really attracted to women.
Yeah, because on all of her social media, she's like friends with nothing but men. Like men comment on her pictures and it's like, you're beautiful, but when I tell her that is, oh, you don't mean that. But when the next person or a male say that to her, she's saying thank you and I appreciate it and smiley faces and kissy faces and stuff. But when I say it, it's like she don't even appreciate that. I'm supposed to be the one that she would want to hear from.
Well, let me ask you this, Jasmine. You said in your papers that you don't identify as a lesbian.
Yes, correct.
Are you bisexual?
No, I'm just attracted to her. Whether she was, I'm just attracted to her. I'm not attracted to men. I'm not attracted, other women does not turn me on. Men does not turn me on. It's per se her.
But when she's mad is, oh, I'm gonna find me a man that's gonna treat me like a queen, or you don't treat me like I should be treated. I'm gonna find me a man to treat me like I'm supposed to be treated.
Well,
Jasmine, do you say that?
I do say that, yes. I do.
Well, how does she treat you that you feel you're not a queen in her eyes?
Well, for one,
you have to act like a queen to get treated like one.
Okay, Bianca, hang on. Hang on. Jasmine, what is she failing to do to make you feel important in her life?
I don't feel that she puts me first in some...
Give me an example.
Like this living situation, she just found an apartment 2 weeks ago. She moves in sometime in September. I'm not on the lease. I feel as if we're coming down to Atlanta together, making an establishment for us, that both of our names should be on the lease, not just hers. She's so self-made. I mean, it's a wonderful thing to have, but not when you're married and you're supposed to be one.
You mean self-involved, self-absorbed.
Yes.
Okay, Bianca, what's your response to that?
She's looking at it from the wrong way. Like, I look at it as, okay, whether it was her who found the place or I found the place, it's still a place for both of us to come and lay our heads. I never once told her that it was just for me and mine. I always would say, we're going to eat this. I want you to cook dinner this day. I want you to cook this when we move. I want to do this when we move. I never single her out. She always feel like that. She had to be so small-minded about things, and I try to get her to change that, but I can't change her the way she thinks.
Bianca, you seem to say, well, I'm making these decisions, and I'm including you with them. Isn't a marriage a place where you both have to sit down and make large decisions together in unison?
You're right. You're right, but when I be trying to talk about those things, it's like she'll brush me off. Like she don't want to talk about things that's gonna be better for the future. She really talk about things that doesn't really even matter.
You mean to tell me when you mentioned, hey, I think we ought to move to another state, she had no interest whatever in discussing it with you?
Okay, so to take it back to how I got to Georgia, for one, we were staying together in her place in Roanoke, where she was just on the lease. So I moved from her place in Roanoke to Lynchburg with my auntie. I got tired of living with my auntie, so I upped and moved to Georgia with my cousin. At the time, she was staying with her cousin. She would be in the club from Thursday till Sunday.
You're telling a story.
Anytime I would
Sunday in the club?
Stop.
Yeah. Anytime I would go to work or go anyways, why I don't see you here? Well, I always see your wife there. I always see your wife this place. Okay, you see my wife. She's supposed to be in Roanoke. She's supposed to live in Roanoke, but she's always in Lynchburg. You know, so
you're
I was
supposed to live with me, but you're
like,
down in Atlanta.
Okay. So
go ahead.
So after that, I got tired of hearing that. So I'm like, all right, so I'm just going to up and go. Because, I mean, it was embarrassing to me to always hear.
Do you two ever talk to one another?
See,
you
that's
seem to have
that's the thing.
an entire relationship that it revolves around other people's comments and rumors, and I'm living with my this, and you're living with your that, and I hear about you other places. Do you ever sit down and talk?
That's the thing. When we do have a problem, it's like we give each other the silent treatment. Like, there's no way we could come to agreements to talk about the situation. It's like after 2 days, it's like the situation is behind us, so we don't even bring it up no more.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
I got you.
We can have a cookout. Oh, I don't want to go around her. She don't feel comfortable. When I go around my family, they ask about her. Well, where's Jasmine at?
You don't tell me that.
Why should I? You should be there.
Yeah, true indeed. I should be there.
They shouldn't have to ask me where you at every time I come.
Yeah. Well, I have my reasons.
Why do you feel uncomfortable around her family? We got a hot mess here going on. People moving, not talking, and all of that. And I've got to figure out how we got to the place where you are so disconnected that you speak to each other only through third parties, make moves without each other. How long did you know each other before you got married?
6 months.
And how did you meet?
Facebook.
Did it surprise you that you found yourself attracted to another woman?
It did.
Did you have concerns about it? I mean, is this really what I want to do?
At first, I was like that. But as time has passed, I work with men. I do socialize with a lot of men, but I don't look at them in that type of aspect.
Bianca, are you insecure, and are you concerned that she truly isn't attracted to you?
I mean, it's not that I'm insecure. It's I have my reasons. When you tell me that you're gonna find a man and I see you he and ha with every dude that you see, yeah, I'm gonna feel
every
like
dude.
Stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel like you that person wants you or you want them. If all I hear is I'm gonna find me a man or I want a man, this and that about a man, so yeah, I'm gonna feel like that.
Do you keep bringing up I could get a man, I could go with a man, you do it, and you know that just hurts her right in her heart?
I believe it, but she does stuff that hurt me right in my heart, so I come back with what I know that hurts.
Well, what does she do to you that goes to your heart?
Us not living together really hinders me. I mean, I'm in a state where I don't have no family, no friends, no anything, and I'm down here for us, and I can't even lay with my wife at night.
Well, let me talk about that. How did you get yourself into that situation? I understand that you have a very tight family, and somehow she's not really included within the context of that family.
It's like we can have a cookout. I tell her, come on, let's go to the cookout. There's a lot of people gonna be there. Oh, I don't want to go around them. She don't feel comfortable because she feel like that's just what's inside of her. Regardless of how they look at her, how they speak, you know, she always still feels uncomfortable, and she's the only one who feel that way. When
Your family doesn't feel that way?
When I go around my family, they ask about her. Well, where's Jasmine at?
You don't tell me that.
Why should I? You should be there.
Yeah, true indeed, I should be there.
They shouldn't have to ask me where you at every time I come.
Yeah. Well, I have my reasons.
Why do you feel uncomfortable around her family? what makes you not want to be there with her?
To be honest, one side of the family is very friendly and welcomes me. When I'm around this other side, they don't make me feel welcome. They don't speak to me. I mean, why would I want to surround myself with negativity? And I'm not that type of person. I want to get along with your family. We are married. We should be one. And I want to be like that. But, I mean, certain things that the family, like, this moving situation with her finding a place, they post pictures, oh, we're so excited for you and we're happy. But what about me? I mean,
got you.
You know,
I got you. Yeah, you're like two separate entities. I get it.
So I'm going through her phone after her phone rung. So 3 days before we went to sign the paper, she's telling this other girl she wished she was with them, and then she's telling her baby's father that she was still in love with him. So
you married her. Why are you texting other people telling them that you love them?
I mean, that...
Bianca, were you two ever happy?
Yeah, we was. Before we got married.
Before you got married? That's 6 months.
When we got married, that's when all the problems came.
And what do you think started the problem? Where's the first sign you knew this thing was going south after you got married?
Okay. When we went to, we had to go get married in D.C. because it wasn't legal in Virginia then. So we went there. On our way back, she stopped to go shopping, of course. So she was in the store for like 30 minutes with her phone in the car. So mind you, we had just finished signing papers to be married. So I'm going through her phone after her phone rung. So 3 days before we went to sign the papers, she's telling this other girl she wished she was with them, and then she's telling her baby's father that she was still in love with him. So I didn't say, it took me a while to say anything to her about it.
Couple years.
We after we left from Maryland, we rode all the way to Florida to pick up her son. I still didn't say nothing about it. You know, came back, I didn't say anything about it. I didn't say anything about it till like a week after we got back from getting her son.
Now, see, that's a right now kind of conversation. You just married somebody.
Yeah.
You got to know who you married and what your situation is. Because you don't travel around the country and fester on, I just married somebody who's texting I love you to somebody else.
Yeah. Because you go looking for trouble, you find trouble.
What kind of trouble could I be looking for somebody about to get married?
You married her. Why are you texting other people telling them that you love them?
I mean, I mean, back then, I had just previously left my baby father, not per se for her, but a couple months before we got together. And I was with him for a couple years. So maybe back then the love was still there. And I just told him I love him maybe one last time.
So why would you get married to me and then tell him you love him one last time?
Well.
Yeah. Ms. Jasmine, is there something that she could do that could possibly save this?
Yes, just open up and talk to me. We don't talk and about the good or the bad. I mean, our good days outnumber our bad days by a long shot. But, I mean, it's little situations. I have a problem with this ring situation.
Tell me about the ring.
She does not like to wear her wedding ring. Like, I don't understand that. She just went to Virginia to pick up her son from the summertime, and on the way up there, I'm at work. I'm getting Facebook. She's sending me videos, her singing, she talking to me, and next thing I know, I go on social media and she's posting a picture and she doesn't have a ring on. So what am I to think?
So what, did you call? Did you talk to her about it?
Absolutely, I called her and I went off.
Yeah, she didn't call, ask no questions, no nothing.
What is it to ask?
Stop.
She could have called and said, babe, well, what happened to your ring? She didn't even do that. Oh, you got your ring off this, and that, and I'm glad I got my hair cut. I'm on to newer things. Like, everything she just
I'm glad I got my hair cut. What's that got to do with anything?
When you cut your hair, you're about to change yourself or move on, or, I mean, I did this for her. My birthday is next month, and she's been asking me, can you cut your hair low? So I've cut it low like this, and now it's for change, but I'm changing for her.
Well, I don't see it.
You just told me to cut my hair.
But that don't mean that you change it for me, though.
I'm doing it because you want to do it. I don't want to cut my hair, but I did.
But the ring situation, she blew it out of proportion for no reason. Like, we argued for like 3 days because of that.
Because of that.
I did lose my ring.
You always
Hey. I know, I'm not going to lie and say I know exactly what's happening. But I will say I have some suggestions for you. Ladies, if you continue to conduct yourself in this manner, I believe that divorce is the best thing that can happen to you. But before I do that, I want to give you an opportunity to at least understand where you're going wrong. So even if you can't make it together, you will understand what not to do the next time, because you guys do not have a clue. Yeah. You two are running on unbridled, unexamined, internet-fueled emotion. Right. You hear a little bit over here, you hear a little bit over there, you make little side comments and the little shadow shade over here and there and everywhere, and you're never, ever coming together and having a conversation about what you want, where you want to be, what you need, what your desires are, what your concerns are. You're all just, you get a little bit of information from a third party over there, and then you blow it up and you make a mess out of it. And you're so afraid of the other person getting the upper hand and hurting you. You're going to blow up because she didn't have a ring on, because you're assuming she's running around on somebody else. So I got to, best defense is a good offense. I got to come out punching and popping without having to ask, hey, baby, where's your ring? But no but. You have run this relationship into a ditch that is so deep, you can't even see the top of it. You have no business saying anything to me at all. You have no business. You don't understand what you're doing. A marriage is a place where two people come in the country Hubbard. This is the country. It's Hubbard. Facebook ain't in Hubbard. Right. Social media ain't in Hubbard. Right. Cousins, uncles, all this. None of those live in the country Hubbard. And in the country Hubbard, you got to have some government. And you got to talk to it. Don't be like Congress. Yeah. But you actually have to have a conversation. You have to sit down every day. This is what I would do if I were the two of you. Every day, 1 hour, in a room, conversation. How you doing? Yeah. How you feeling? What you want? Where we going? What's next? How can I help you? Mm-hmm. How can I make you feel better? Mm-hmm. What are you upset about? What's the rest of our day going to look like? Where are we headed in the long term? All of that must be discussed between the two of you. And then the country Hubbard goes on lockdown. Mm-hmm. Take it for what it's worth, and I wish you the best of luck. But you have to have a conversation, and it has to be with each other, not the rest of the world. I wish you both the best of luck. This matter is adjourned.
Today, Judge Lynn's advice for us, it'll be good for us. We're going to start being on one accord.
Absolutely. Our country.
Making this thing work.
Yeah. We're going to be together as a team like we're supposed to be in this marriage as one, and not listening to outsiders, and it's just going to focus on us, right?
Right.
Right.